to, you know what I'm saying, to quit to grasp that concept or to understand. If you're showing them, and
they ain't even had a period yet, or they balls ain't even dropped yet. They can't even produce sperm yet. You over here trying to,
and then they think it's okay, and they think it's what you're supposed to do.
No, like that whole Dwayne Wade and his son, his balls hadn't even dropped yet before you chopped them off. You know what I'm saying? It was still one sack. And you know what I'm saying? You over here letting him make all the decisions. That I don't agree with that at all. You know what I'm saying? His ball hadn't even formed to 2 yet. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna just cut everything off and tell him he my daughter now. I don't agree with that at all.
Wait, the little boy don't got no
I don't think he got no balls anymore.
They were talking about it, but I don't know if they ever actually did it. But there was talk that his son was gonna get his cut off.
Because of the parents' decision.
Yeah, because they're fully supporting him for whatever he wants to do.
Now, I think that's a
But
mess.
you know, there's hormones now too that these parents are giving their kids to be girls and boys too.
Yeah, so if me as a woman, they won't allow me to tie my tubes after I have one baby, because maybe you'll decide you want another baby. But kids out here can decide what gender they want to be, and it's fine. But I, as a woman, can't say I don't want to have no kids, tie my tubes. No, we can't do that.
It's the same thing with men. Men can't get a vasectomy until after 2 kids too.
But you know, I just seen even on the doctor stuff that I picked up the other day, it asked, "What is your gender?" And then it asked, "Is this your birth gender?" Like I had never seen that question ever in my life. So I'm like, "This is what it's coming to now."
Oh yeah, you gotta ask. You gotta see that birth certificate.
If you have a problem with the 35-year-old dating an 18-year-old.
Yes, no, I do. Because that's pretty much, that's old enough to be their own child, even if they started young. That's not cute at all. That's
18 to 35?
If she's 18 and he's 35.
18 is legal.
I'm saying, y'all said that's old enough to be the child's dad. I mean, yeah, but no.
Okay. I mean, to each his own. Everybody has different views. I ain't knocking nobody's. I don't think it's cute.
It ain't my problem. That man wants.
Now that was 53 and 18. That's
right, now then I'd be like, yeah,
35 was young.
If you had a daughter that was 18, Malik, and she decided to date a 35-year-old, what would you say?
As long as she treated good, that ain't my problem.
I mean, honestly,
I gotta agree with him on that, though. I
agree too. Yeah, because if you think about it, a man gets to his, that's when he kind of know what he wants. 35 and up, 30, you know what I'm saying, and up. And if I'm looking for my child to be with somebody, or or myself to be with somebody
that's gonna take care of
be able to take care of her.
Be able to have, like, as long as it's not just financial, you know what I'm saying? It's actually something a little bit more there or whatnot. She's happy. If she's happy, she's 18 years old. She's old enough to make her own decisions. She's out of the house now. Yeah, man, I would support it.
Man, you got 18-year-olds now, man, that look like they 45.
Yeah. God. You tell the truth though. There's some out here, they look rough. You got some of these young men out here that look like grown men. I don't know what these kids doing.
Right. There's some kids that I actually watched when they were younger, like my brother's age. And I look at them on Facebook, I'm like, oh, they look like he older than me. Good, like crazy. God, dog, boy. Oh man, I swear, every time I see his picture on my time, I'm like, God.
That's what it means.
All right, so y'all don't get uptight about this. This is actually somewhat of a funny question. It's funny, but it ain't funny. So somebody put on there, but they put it on there as a cartoon. It was Bart Simpson's sister. She was walking across like the board or whatever, like she was standing in front of a class, but she was saying, white people made the word up. Why can't they say it? And they're talking about the N word. They're like, why can't we say the word? We made it up.
Okay, you talking about the word nigga?
The N word, yeah, the N word.
First off, they didn't make up the word. Secondly, the word is derived from the word negus, which is actually The term it actually means royalty.
Facts.
In Ethiopia, it's an Ethiopian word for royalty. You know what I'm saying? So white folks, they came over there, they heard that word, they use it as a derogative term. That's why us as black folks take it serious as it is, because they not calling us royalty, they calling us less than.
Mm-hmm.
But the word really is derived from royalty. That's the true definition of it. So if we call each other my nigga, we royalty. You know what I'm saying? What's up, king? What's up, queen? What up? You know what I'm saying? Prince, whatever. It's royalty when we call each other that. But they're not clear. Oh, you the king? No, they're calling us less than that. We are royalty. We are royalty.
If you look in the dictionary as far as how they utilize the term, it defines as being ignorant or being less than, like you're saying, as far as how they portray it and utilize it.
Right.
That boy crazy. I respect that, man.
But I think too, because a lot of people don't know history and they don't educate themselves on certain things, they just take stuff and run with it instead of doing research and really looking behind things. Because I've even had some people, especially as young kids, you'll have them say, well, my white friend over here can say that because he cool with us. He cool. He black. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. But
school's an ice pack you need.
But I think for a lot of people, like, they're not understanding the whole history and the whole dynamics where everything came from, and knowing stuff is one thing to use words loosely just because, and it's another form whenever you're actually using stuff, you're being intentional and you're educated on what you're utilizing. If you're saying something, even if you're telling the truth, if you say it in a condescending way or you say it with a negative attitude, then that's how it's going to be portrayed. So you have to be mindful when you open your mouth on what you're saying and what your intent is, because that's how it's going to be perceived.
Yes. Man, at this point in my life, and I know y'all finna jump down my throat. I don't care what nobody call me, because at the end of the day, your life depends on me. And so I can
wow.
Leave, I can take you out. So it don't matter. Whatever you want to do, you know.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't against you in the court of law.
You ain't got to get these drawers that we got for you to keep you. Hey, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I just recently had that happen. It was a white lady, and she called me that, and she was like, she said the N-word. She said, I don't want him helping me because he's one of them. I said, okay, that's fine. You were gonna die in 20 minutes anyway. So it's like, well, I want the help now. I was like, nah, you let him help you.
Yeah, for real. Word.
I don't really care, man. It is what it is. All jokes aside, because at the end of the day, my bank account looks just fine.
Mm-hmm. So and you know what, Malik, we have to take the higher road. I think that was definitely a great way for you to handle that, because they know they're going to get a response out of us when they say it, and we need to get to the point where we don't even give them that joy, where we can just literally ignore them because we know who we are. And so what somebody labels us or what somebody calls us shouldn't even matter, because we know who we are. And we as a people have to get to a point where we're not making it so, you know what I'm saying, such a big issue, because they know that that's a trigger word.
Yeah, it's the matter of your reaction. And honestly, anybody, especially anyone, and I'm not trying to sound racist, but anybody that is of any race, whether you're Black, Indian, whatever you are, if you go and work like in corporate or have jobs, I don't care what it is, if you're a doctor or whatever it is, you have to work 10 times as harder when you go to school to prove yourself, because there is really a privileged situation in that. So me personally, I would prefer to have someone outside of certain races when it comes to healthcare and certain stuff, because I know they know their stuff, because they done had to work extremely hard to get their occupation and get their title and get the things that they have. It's like it's 10 times more work that you have to do to prove yourself. It's like you're constantly having to always prove yourself at all times. And so you have to have a strong mentality in this world in general to deal with society and deal with everything that's going to come towards you. This life nowadays definitely is not for the weak. You have to really be strong-minded and determined to be able to move forward.
That's very true.
Now, here's something I wanna bring up, because, and this goes back to the whole Dave Chappelle thing. Why is it we hear the word nigger a million times on TV, a million times in movies, excuse me, N-word, a million times in movies, but you say the word faggot, it's like a whole, you get canceled, or you can't, we can't show your movie. You can't say that in a movie, but you can say the N-word.
Because they have this whole thing about being accepted, and everybody's supposed to accept everything that's going on within the situation. So because they know that's another way for them to get money and be able to get things supported, then they definitely continue to capitalize and utilize what they know is going to bring in revenue.
So what about the whole thing about rap videos, rap songs talking about, I'm about to kill a nigga, I'm about to go murder a nigga, about to choke a nigga, I'll stab a nigga, all that stuff. Why can they put that on the radio uncensored, but the baby can't go on the radio? I mean, and can't go on stage. Not saying that he was right. He can't go on stage and be like, if you ain't got AIDS, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't out in the parking lot sucking dick, whatever. He would. I saw. I mean, that's what I heard that he said. But he can't go on there and say, what he want to say and not get canceled. But if he say, I go and kill a nigga right now, but he won't get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle brought up that point.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's all about the money. So because they have such this big community now that they have created for them, and they have all this support that comes from that. A lot of things, even though they're not right, but it's because they can get the money, they can get all the support. They don't care how they get it, as long as they get it.
Wait, so who you talking about? You talking about the rappers?
No, not the rappers. I'm saying how do you pronounce them?
LGBTQIA plus.
Yeah, because they have that whole community span and stuff now. You got to think about it. They go deep with each other into all these events and money.
They go deep.
And they go all these places with doing all of these things and supporting all these people. They don't want to lose. I'm not saying us, but I'm saying like a lot of these venue places and a lot of stuff. Money makes the world go round. So they want to be able to calculate all the money. And they know they're going to spend money if they feel like they love and support it. They know they're going to throw that money with no problem. So of course they're going to back them up and make them feel that they're respected and that it's accepted, so that they can continuously keep getting that money coming in and flowing.
But this is one thing I want to point out too, though. So they'll say, well, we're not going to give the support to black people because you got more black people that's killing black people, but they're not going to put out that there's probably more LGBT people killing LGBT people, or whatever, the alphabet people. It's too many damn letters. I was trying to remember all of them, but more alphabet people shooting and killing alphabet people than there is other people outside the alphabet crew. They ain't put that in there though. They ain't even gonna do a stat on that. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that's popping right now. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, but you have to think about this. A man can't make no baby. So they're not going to overpopulate and continue to populate society. So they ain't worried about what's going on over there. They worried about the ones that still up here populating and still going to continue to reproduce and put more people out here, because the goal is to actually decrease the population. So they're not going to worry about that.
But it seems like they're trying to decrease the population of black people.
Of all races, really.
Not really. But, I mean, that might be somewhat true, but it's mainly black people. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna have a rap album talking about I'm gonna go kill a hunky. I'm gonna excuse my language for all the white folks listening. I'm gonna go kill this white girl. I'm gonna kill this white dude. You know what I'm saying? Blase. You know what I'm saying? No, they ain't gonna put that on the radio. They ain't trying to deplete the population of black people.
But black people are their own downfall.
But that's the thing. Everybody always point out that fact. But there's other races that are their own downfall of their own race.
Right.
Because you have every race that kill their own race. You have gay people that kill other gay people. You have lesbians that kill other lesbians. They always point out that one fact. But that's irrelevant because we all kill. No matter what your sexual preference is or what your race is. So that should not be the factor of freedom.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that when you are, what's the word? When you are
anal.
When you are,
look at that face,
JoJo. When you are promoting so much hostility, you have a lot of people now that are growing up that did not come from our millennium or come from certain things. So they're really feeding into it. They can't decipher reality from the fantasy. And it is just causing more of an issue when you don't have a lot of like-minded people that think reasonable. You have them that's just out here thinking this is the thing to do. So that's why you have so much crime and you have all this stuff that's going on instead of people realizing this is just music. Just because this person's talking about this don't mean you need to go out here and do X, Y, Z.
It's deeper than that.
I mean, it does. It does. But you were saying about rappers and stuff. So I was
you got
just
the whole PR team
on that part. But I'm saying in general, then like, oh, well, Desiree, honey, she on her own business and she got all that. Well, I ain't telling her nothing. I don't want her to know nothing. And that's the problem. Like, you have to come together. But everybody wants to be, what is it? What's the saying? Meet the Jones or whatever it is. The Benjamins. I don't know what they call it. But anywho, so
can I just say this? Maybe we are our own downfall because society has built our minds to
hate each other,
be against each other, to think negatively of each other. If we go back, if you go look at Africa and how they structure their culture, and you know the gender roles and respect and all those things in that nature, it's still intact. We were taken from our culture and brought over here and fed to think that we were less of a person, fed to think that we weren't worth anything. And then when we started to acquire things, when we started to build our Black Wall Street, building communities, that stuff was taken away from us. It was burnt down. It was, you know what I'm saying? So they had to figure out other ways. And there are actually documentaries of stuff that went out in order to have people, Black people, think you have to go buy the most expensive item in the store. You have to go, do all of these things in order to fit in. And it's actually documented series, the way they build the whole, EBT, welfare, the whole welfare system itself to keep the Black man out of the home. And then, of course, who owns social media, who owns media, period, is going to be people that are not of our race. Yeah, you got Tyler Perry out here making movies, but he don't own a channel. Even Oprah doesn't own her own channel. It's a white man or a Russian man that owns it, and she has part ownership of it. She does not own her own channel, which means she does not own that content. She can't just put out whatever she wants to. So whatever stigmatism they want to put out there and have us see and believe it, that's what they're going to put out. And we have to be strong enough as a culture to know better, but we don't have a culture, and we need to establish that as Black people.
And I'm a piggyback off of JoJo. You know, we always say Black folks need to do this, Black folks need to do that. You know, it's Black folks' fault that we are in this predicament, and I disagree, because you know you have some white folks that's in very worse shape. You have a majority of white folks with mental issues, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of downfalls, and they kind of the black sheep of the family, you know what I'm saying. You got a lot of issues in the white community, a whole lot of issues. school shootings and stuff, majority of those are white. They killing other white folks. You know what I'm saying? But we don't ever point out that at all. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to why we ain't getting treated fair, why we don't have our own shit, why we ain't got this, why, you know what I'm saying? We always blame ourselves. No, it's the way they set it up. It's the way that they want it to be. They want us to, you know what I'm saying, to be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We always going back to saying, well, black folks ain't doing enough. Black folks ain't doing this. Black folks ain't doing that. We do got some black communities, you know what I'm saying, that we actually stick together. We actually do the right thing and support one another. We have black shops where we act, you know, we got black people that only go to black restaurants, black hair salons, black, you know, blase. We doing what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you know, it's always something. It's always more that we can do, but we always point out the stuff that we don't do. You know what I'm saying? Black folks do a lot for other black people, but that's never highlighted. It's always what black folks don't do. Yeah. And they always say, oh, that's why you're behind, because you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. But look, if you look at the white folks, they don't give a shit about Tom, Dick, and Harry that's over here on the street. They don't give a fuck about them.
No, but they're easier to get the loans because the color of their skin.
The color of their skin. But guess what? They still on the street right now.
Now I want to say, Matthew, most people don't know that, but Bill Cosby was actually trying to purchase, I want to say it was CBS. He was actually trying to purchase, I think, CBS, the network. Mm-hmm. And he was about to get that, network. Yeah. And that's when all of these allegations and all these stories against him, and they started this trial against him to bring him down. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't realize everything that they put on Bill Cosby and they brought him down. Mm-hmm. There was reason behind it. There was other people behind that to make him seem like he was unfit as a man, as a black man. But he was actually, I want to say he was trying to acquire CBS.
I can't remember exactly which channel it was, but he was.
Wasn't it something about some oil or something that was up under, like on his land or something? Did y'all hear about that? It was like a lot of oil or something.
They his property, I don't know how many miles or whatever they have, but it's actually, it has oil up under their land. And I think somebody was trying to purchase it and they wouldn't, maybe the government was trying to purchase it and they wouldn't sell or something like that too. So it's a lot. It's a lot. The media shows you what they want you to see.
That's even now though, like even in communities, how they're even going into different places and like tearing down all the old homes and tearing down all that stuff and putting all these brand new homes in certain places. And then they're trying to get other people to sell. And it's like, no, I'm not leaving. So they do everything they can till they finally harass them enough or antagonize them enough to get them out so that they can tear it down and do the agenda that they have. Like now right here, they have some over like on a little over there by Main Street. They're building these apartments and like, oh yeah, they're going to be affordable apartments and da 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 da. And then I think it said the rent's supposed to be like $1,300. Who is that affordable for?
Nobody.
Because you didn't increase the pay. So, and then if you increase the pay, you still gonna take everything back out with your taxes and stuff. And then you still got to think about all the other things, electricity, gas, whatever may be for that home outside of groceries and everything else. Who's going to be able to live there?
All right, let's go ahead and go on to the last question of the night. All right, so the last question of the night is, if you have sex first before relationship.
Just don't smell.
Right.
Uh-oh. All right.
Joker like that question. She got all up in the camera.
If you have sex first, so this is before relationship or anything, how do you switch from just sex to getting the other things that you want now, as in a relationship or marriage or, you know, anything? And I want to know, do you guys think it's possible for you to switch?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how?
I feel like depending on how good the sex is, what you get. That's facts. I mean, you got some chicks who be like, oh, you're a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? But the sex is just all right, you know. I might cook him a regular meal, you know what I'm saying? I might just make him some cereal and milk or something like that. But if he getting her down, oh, she in there cooking a 4-course meal, okay? I'm making them frying some eggs. I'm making them steak. You want some hash browns, or you want home fries? You know, it just depends on the quality of the sex.
I'll make it from scratch.
It's all in the quality of the sex. It's what what kind of quality of love or work that you're gonna get out of your woman. If you're putting the work down in there, you're gonna get a whole lot of work in the kitchen. If you're only putting down 2 minutes and it ain't hitting on nothing, or you putting in a whole hour and you still trying to find the hole, nigga, you ain't getting nothing. Okay.
All right, let Malik chime in on this. Malik,
get a candy bar.
What would be your answer for this? If you have sex first before a relationship, how do you switch from just sex to getting other things that you want now, as in a relationship, marriage, or whatever? Or is it even possible?
Man, I don't even know if I want to answer that. Yeah. Everybody looking at me is making me nervous. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Y'all jump on me. So
the women listening too, boy, they chiming.
I just said what was on my mind.
Look, straight up. You just got to be straight up with the person. Let them know, look, all that's cool and all, but let's get down to the real thing. Mm-hmm. Let's get this thing figured out. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. All y'all in the same house? I've been trying to figure out why y'all always looking at each other.
So they can see you. So they can see.
Hey.
No.
Okay. My bad. I ain't mean to change subject.
Level now.
She was coughing.
Okay.
And I said if she was okay.
Okay.
Oh Lord. All right. So so we all are actually in the same
You too?
group. Yeah. I'm in a different room. And we all together. I got my own space though. They oh man.
Man.
Not put anything down unless you're ready to have the issue, because it is just sex. Don't do too much. Oh Lord. All right, y'all can unmute yourself. Y'all have some unwanted guests in there, I guess.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, we were saying, you missed out. You missed out on the meal and all.
Yeah, they cooked a little something right
now.
Man,
the food's still hot.
No, hold on, wait. Yeah, you more than welcome to come through. We still need for you to answer that question though, brother.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I told you. You just gotta be straight up.
Oh, you gotta be straight up. Okay, I respect it.
Yeah.
I think the women really want to hear from the guys first before. Yeah.
He gonna give you a good answer, I'm sure.
Go ahead, Devontae. Answer. Oh, you answered. Oh, this time. Go ahead, Katie.
Put his step on the spot.
Oh man. No. This was a really, really good question. This is actually one of my questions, man. This is one of my personal questions. I thought it was a great question, because I think this particular question is something that a lot of women probably want to know. You know, maybe they weren't thinking about, relationships and marriage going into it. And then, after sex, like, how can you like switch, like change gears or whatever? So I think this is going to be beneficial. I'm actually looking for y'all to give some insight.
So
wait. Matthew said he coming. He said he coming because he hungry.
Come on,
Matthew.
Hey, you more than welcome, Don. You're a part of the family, man. You're a part of the family. Come on through.
So you're not answering, KD?
Wait a minute, Jojo. We got somebody coming. Uh-oh.
The way you answer these questions, you could never. Sorry. We're not on the same page.
Oh my.
That's right, Matthew.
I'm just being honest. We're not even on the same page. I can't entertain it.
She hot. Well, she hot.
trying to sound like me, you know what I'm saying? We had a little discussion or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I appreciate you chiming in and chatting with us. We love your perspective, but you and I not on the same mental page for me to be standing up.
So we were actually talking about like finding people in your network and all the other way. Matthew just laughed. Hey, let me say something. You know how your homeboy, everybody sitting over there chilling. Hey, go talk to her, brother. You got it. Yeah, go ahead. As soon as you get shot down, your boy's laughing at you. It's supposed to be cool, man. Come on, it's supposed to be cool, man. Dog. So I'm gonna let the women go ahead and chime in, man. So what do you guys think? If you have sex first before relationship, how do you switch from just sex to getting other things that you want now? As far as a relationship, marriage, is it even possible?
It's possible.
Okay.
I think you have to not seem needy or
Hey Ron, come back. We still love you. Hey, still comment, man. We still want you. It's all love, brother. Come back. Go ahead, Judge. Oh Lord.
I think you have to. I think you all have to have some type of connection, some type of vibe, and have some, have some type of agreement on perspectives. So, once y'all have sex, don't just leave it as that. Don't feel like you're dirty or he treated you some kind of way. If both of y'all agreed to have sex, it is what it is, and you just keep moving. You keep building that relationship or that foundation, and eventually it gets sparked into something else. But you kind of just let them know if they want sex again or if that's all they're looking for. You have to be, sure, we had sex the first time, but that's not what I was looking for. This is really what I'm looking for. And you just kind of go from there.
Come on, Matthew, man. Come on, brother. Don't kick him while he's down, man. Come on, John. In the hand, man. Help him up.
Damn.
So, women, I want to hear from the rest of the women. Bridget, Desiree, if you have sex first before relationship, how do you switch from just having sex to getting other things that you want now in the relationship, as far as relationship and marriage go?
So I would say don't have sex before you get married.
I knew it.
But what if you do? We need some help for the women that are trying.
Let me finish.
Cologne smells good. You couldn't resist them.
It got to be more than cologne, honey.
Cologne. Nice.
Anyways, shut up, Devontae.
There go that meat swinging again.
Johnson did.
So since y'all want to hypothetically say, because like I said, you need to wait till you get married. So hypothetically speaking, if that was the case, then
wait a minute. Before you finish, the only reason why I'm saying that, Bridget, because when we think about majority of women that are getting into these situations and they want to know, you know what I'm saying, how can we switch? This is actually a good guy, and I feel like he has a good head on his shoulders, and he could be, potentially my husband. Like how can I, just change things up a little bit? And see
so that's like JoJo and Malik were saying. You have to have that honest and open conversation with him, and pretty much like JoJo was saying, let him know like, hey, this wasn't really what was intended, and I actually want more than this. Is this something you're trying to? Is us being together and getting married a potential thing, or are we just doing this just to do this? So those are two different things. So you have to be honest about what you want as well as what he wants and the intentions that are in place so that you guys can make your mind up, because what you don't want to do is give up the cookies and then he just like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight, it is what it is, I ain't trying to move no further. And you have to be able to deal with whether it's a rejection or whether that person actually wants to stay with you, because that was a choice that was made prior to having that uncomfortable conversation.
All right, Desiree, go ahead and chime in real quick.
Okay. Yes, it's possible. For one, if you're looking for more, then you just sit that person down and you just communicate with them. Okay, I know we were just messing around, but I'm looking for more. Um, is that something that you're open to? I mean, then if you have to just be stern with what you say and what you're asking for.
God damn.
They've been showing that all week.
My phone don't go.
Go ahead, Desiree. Go ahead and finish up. But we won't.
But you just have to be stern about what you're asking for and show that, consistency, and whatever you say, you have to mean it. Follow through.
Right.
Through.
Pretty much not settled, D.
So I'm gonna say this. From the man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? If you've been having sex and y'all been doing that or whatnot, you kind of got to be a little bit careful about how you know what I'm saying? I know y'all saying being stern and not selling for less and all that other stuff. Because if you come off at a guy and you just basically saying like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've been having sex, and if we're not having sex no more, then we ain't doing nothing. A guy, we're not really going to respond in a positive way to that. And I feel like if you do something like that, it's kind of like you're trying to paint or put us in a corner. And what that can ultimately do is make a guy resent you. Like, so you telling me if I don't do this, then, you know what I'm saying, you're going to take these actions. I respect it, but, you know what I'm saying, as a man, I'm feeling some type of way about that, man.
I wasn't saying that.
No. I'm just saying, like, I know when I heard stern.
Give me an ultimatum.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's not what I was saying. I just want to be clear about that. What I was saying was like, you have to be serious about what you're asking for. Like if I'm saying, okay, I want more, and you say, okay, and the guy says, okay, yeah, I can do that if that's what you want, but you have to be serious about it. Not just make it all about sex. Make it more, like more communication, more trying to get to know each other, doing other things other than just sex.
I will say it's the man's choice.
It is.
What if it goes further?
Yeah, and I would say to those women, take steps. You know what I'm saying? Take steps to building up to something like that. Don't just try to cut something off or whatever, because most men are not going to respond in a positive way when it comes to stuff like that. Because again, you don't want to put nobody in no corner and try to force them to do something. It's never going to end well. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
But
Oh my goodness.
all of that, if you really try to stay abstinent and not put yourself in, I'm not knocking anybody down, but if you don't put yourself in situations where you are going to be tempted, it's a little easier to not do that, because once you have sex with somebody, that's also now soul ties and spiritual ties that you have with that person, and you have given that person like one of the most valuable things, and that's for a man or a woman. So if you lay down with that person, it's almost like saying without saying that this is somebody I want to be with, because I'm entrusting to lay down with you.
Them soul ties ain't no joke.
Tempt me.
Oh man, hey, shout out to Matthew, bro. We appreciate you for rocking with us today, man. Definitely.
He said he gonna come down.
Matthew, where you located at?
Columbus,
Yeah,
Ohio.
man, you're more than welcome, brother.
You ran him away because you wouldn't stand up.
Stand up for him.
I didn't have room to stand up, Ron. Maybe next time.
You want to see what your coat out there?
You know what?
You can stand up now. He might go back and watch the rest of the video.
I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat. Like if I can tell, he's been on almost all of our podcasts, and since we've been on StreamYard, and I give it up to him. But I have to be honest with him. I'm not gonna sit here and play with you. I'm not gonna entertain you. If I already know, it's not gonna
Right. Ain't no point in entertaining or adding fuel to the fire.
I'm looking for a husband. I ain't looking for no little stand-up man.
No stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Work on your approach.
I still love you though, Ron. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Dublin, Ohio. Okay.
Good grief.
You in Cleveland.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, so the crazy thing is, we're actually trying to get the Truthh podcast to Cleveland, Ohio. Man, that's actually going to be, I think, the next time that we all link up.
Devontae said that's 2 hours away from Matthew.
Let's do New Year's.
We talked about, I think Desiree is going to be going to one of her group parties. What are the things called with those couple swingers? What is it?
Crazy pros.
Yeah.
Desiree is a travel agent. Desiree is actually going on a vacation on those dates.
Toy party.
Let me fix your face.
Yo, man, but yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in today, man. Shout out to Malik. Malik, we always appreciate you, bro, for coming out, spending some time with the Truthh podcast, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, brother. I want to thank all of our guests that chimed in on the comments from Facebook, YouTube. We didn't go on what's the name today. We do appreciate y'all, man.
Man, Matthew, don't listen to him. Listen, we're going to set the record straight. KD like to play, and he get a little beside himself sometimes.
All the time.
Desiree is straight, and she's waiting on her husband. She don't like women, and she don't go out here messing with multiple people. So we ain't even going to play my friend like that. You're going to make her miss her Boaz over here playing. So we ain't going to do that.
Is he still going?
Yeah, I am.
We're gonna be here for a while, people.
Okay. Since we're gonna be here for a while, don't make me show out. Be
First of all, what you doing?
What side gonna come out?
He said, "What side you gonna be?"
You make me sick. You know what? I'm coming for you. I know where you at.
But yeah, man, appreciate you guys so much, man, for coming through, dog.
I'm just standing in the middle. I'm neutral, okay? Since y'all want to try to play me, I'm just standing in the middle.
You neutral.
So you're gonna be the referee.
Y'all make me sick.
But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. This was another weekend to freaking remember the Truthh podcast. We had a freaking ball. 2 videos are coming out. We did a video yesterday going to Frankie's, and then today going to Crowder's Mountain. Both of those videos will be out. I'll try to put both of them on my channel. Kind of depends. We're gonna see. But they will be available on the Truthh podcast YouTube channel. All right. So you guys feel free to go check that out, man. Like, subscribe to our new YouTube channel. We're actually trying to build that thing up and get to 1,000 subscribers. So we
and our Facebook page.
Yeah, and also our Facebook page. Yeah, y'all come check us out on there as well, man. Those videos will be available.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Hey, y'all need to send me this stuff so I can post it. I'll post it on my
Oh, okay. Can you go invite some people to my group too?
Oh my goodness,
real,
man. Come on, man.
I just legit this morning I opened it up and got 1,500 followers. So
wow.
Congratulations.
We do appreciate you, brother. For real. We really do appreciate it, man. Hey, yeah. Doing more videos and everything together. But yeah, we're gonna try to get up to Ohio very, very soon, man. That's gonna be the next time that we all get together live and do this thing. Hopefully we have a little bit better outcomes with this thing. How do I get?
Malik, did you want to drop your info for your page, how people can reach it?
Yeah.
Man. I got you. Only thing I do right under construction, because I've been having people find me that shouldn't be finding me. But as far as like my TikTok stuff, bro, the name is that guy Leak. So
hey.
that _ guy. _elite. So that's
There it
it.
is.
Hey, y'all check out my last video. I just went viral again today. So.
Okay.
And I seen it too. I just seen it on Facebook not too long ago, bro. I'm definitely about to go check it out.
So Matthew asked where we're located. So some of us are in
we're in the Carolinas.
South Carolina and North Carolina.
And then Ohio over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he asked how he could get in. You can inbox the podcast and we can send out the information as far as when we have the links and things like that if you would like to join in and chime in that way.
Thanks,
but don't no bull.
All right, man. Oh man, what the hell? Where did that come from?
No, I don't know. You the one typing, sir.
You got control over that. Everybody know that.
That's what I meant to that is, right? All right. So anyway, with that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Again, thank y'all so much for chiming in, man. Always a blessing. Y'all be easy, be beautiful, be blessed, and we'll catch you guys in the next. Peace. Because all they damn phones dead.